Well, a late winter nor'easter is bringing heavy snow to parts of the East Coast today.
This comes as another powerful storm pummels the other side of the country. Forecasters are predicting states stretching from New York to Maine will receive anywhere from 6 to 18 inches of snow. Some communities could experience flooding and high winds. Out west, a significant atmospheric river is expected to bring heavy rainfall across California through to tomorrow. Residents are already struggling to recover from last week's storms, which led to turbulent flooding and forced thousands to evacuate.
Our own Lilia Luciano joins us now from Fitchburg, Massachusetts, not far from the New Hampshire border. And I can see, Lilia, that you are a vision in green and white there. So forecasters say that this late winter storm, though, could be the biggest that Massachusetts has had in more than a year. Tell us what it's actually like for you out there.
You know, my experience over the last winter, which is about to end, in New York it's been very mild. I mean, we barely had any snow there. I hadn't been in Massachusetts until now, but I was just standing here thinking and counting the days and just in shock and awe that we are a week away from spring because this just looks like the depths of winter and it feels like it too. The street where we're standing, we were just talking to some folks who lost power. A lot of people have lost power. In the region, it's up to more than 150,000. According to the last numbers I was reading about. And of course, it's so hard to drive in these conditions with such thick snow and with so much snow just pummeling down that the roads are just getting extremely icy. And even those power crews that are working to either prevent more power loss by cutting branches and just kind of preparing I'm just getting completely blasted. By
Aren't you so glad that you left California to join us out here in the Northeast?
Right. But, you know, they were working through the night. I talked to some crews who came from Tennessee. They were telling me there's people who came from as far away as Washington State to prevent power outages by cutting branches so that this heavy snow and the wind, which is expected to pick up severely in the next few hours, not fall on those power lines. But even the power that's been lost, they are working around the clock to restore it. But then the crews are stuck because either people are out on the roads and need to be rescued and they get stuck in the middle of the road, or, you know, they have to be rescued from ditches, or those crews themselves just can't get through, can't get across. So it's taking some time for people to get power back. And that might continue. Obviously, I have no idea how long the power outages will last, but the storm itself is expected to continue into tomorrow. And, you know, as you mentioned, some places have 2, some are expected to get, in Vermont, 3 feet of snow. Wow. And the other concern is the wind gusts of, you know, anywhere between 35 to even 60 miles an hour out in the coastal areas.
Yeah, I mean, Lilia, these are really potentially dangerous conditions. And I wonder, with the power crews out there, and you talked about people having to be rescued in some instances, what has been the sort of official directive? What have people been hearing from local officials about what they should do? Because it is March, and, you know, folks may not have necessarily been expecting this.
And it is very cold. I mean, of course, you know, the weather is in the 30s. And so if people don't have power, that's really concerning. We heard Governor Hochul in New York declared a state of emergency and already activated the National Guard. As I mentioned, I mean, there's crews from all over the place here trying to minimize that damage. But the main thing that officials are saying is stay home. School's out. It's either a snow day or remote learning, but stay home because it's too dangerous to be driving around. Just anecdotally, we've been stuck twice today. Wow. My producer, Luisa, her car had to be towed, and now there's 3 of us in one car. And our other producer, Nia, just got stuck twice, and we were just, you know, piling the snow from behind and in front of the wheels and pushing the car and counting on Good Samaritans. So it's just really difficult to drive, and so that becomes an extreme danger. And, of course, anybody who's not out there reporting or for an emergency or working as a crew should not be out there.
Yeah, well, Lilia, our thanks to you, to Luisa, to Nia, to everyone out there with you. No, we really do appreciate it. We have all covered these storms, and it is quite difficult, so we really appreciate it, Lilia.
Thanks.
Thank you.